Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Intuitive Clarity with yours truly, Allison Nichols. Sag, this is going to be your February tarot forecast. If it doesn't resonate with you, always check out your moon and rising sign. All right, while I'm shuffling the cards, I'd like to invite you to get your own personal intuitive clarity reading. Just click on the email link below and shoot me an email, and I will be happy to schedule it for a time that works out best for both of us. Also, the Candle Boutique has the aromatherapy collection up and ready to go. There, I actually have one burning behind me. I've got the energy cleanser burning behind me. I absolutely love that one. There is a coupon code listed below that you are welcome to use. And it's intuitiveclaritycandles.com. All right, so let's see what is going to happen for my lovely Sagittariuses for the month of February. All right, Sagittarius February. Of course, we're going to do numerology and clarification. Okay. 3. You're going into the month of February with the energy of 3, Sag. And that is all about, that's actually a really cool number because it's kind of about building teams and adding to your tribe and whatnot. It's also kind of a spiritual time too, where if there was something that you wanted to accomplish or you were a little confused about, it's a real good time for you to pray or meditate too, because with the power of 3, you actually have a lot of backup as far as getting the correct answer, okay, that you're shooting for. So be prepared. Also, it is, if you were looking to add a family member in some form with the power of 3, it's a real good energy to do that. All right, so let me do some clarification for you, Sag. All righty, Sag. We start with week 1, and I have my 5 of fire or 5 of wands. This is out of my personal deck that I created. It's the Fairy's Journey, and there's a link below for that as well. And then we get my loyalty card. On week 1, there might be a bit of competition or, a bit of, I don't know, like arguing or whatever amongst some people that, or some things that you have been loyal to, okay, or loyal with. So if this is like friendships, there could be, some folks that you are a bit, having some discord with, okay? If it is about competition in general, I believe, like if it's at work and there's some contest or whatever, I believe you're going to stay loyal to, that competition. You're not going to drop out of it, right? Because you don't think you can handle it. Actually, you can. You absolutely can. But there could be some, disruption amongst some folks and you that you had considered to be loyal to or that you thought were loyal to you. But we'll do some more clarification. That's week 1. Either way, you are still handling it, okay? You actually have the upper hand in that situation. Week 2, I get my 3 of Cups, all right, and reversed. And I also get the children playing reverse friendships. So week 3 might be a little difficult for you around friendships. Or week 2, did I say that? Might be a little difficult for you around friendships. You might get some surprises. It could be bleeding over here from week 1, Sagittarius. And there again, we'll do some clarification. So, you might be a bit upset with someone that you have been friends with or within your circle, in your friendship circle in some form. I consider some family members friends, so it might not be non-blood related. It could be blood related, but either way, we'll see how that's going to roll. And then I do get my death card, Sag, on week 3, reversed. And my cat's playing reversed also. So in week 3, you might be feeling a bit stifled, a bit stopped in some form, okay? You might not want to go out and play. You might not want to go out and socialize. You might just decide to kind of stay within yourself in week 3. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that's the best way to actually see things clearer, is by removing yourself, by not moving forward with something. You just kind of stop and reevaluate in week 3. Week 4, I do get some information coming to you, okay? Be careful, though, about how you judge that information in week 4, all right? You might be misjudging something, or you're overlooking something in week 4 about some information coming your way, or new thought process. Watch your thoughts in week 4, Sagittarius. If you're starting to receive some negative thoughts, that's actually not healthy. That's not good for you. Try to figure out a way to turn that into more positive thoughts so that you are able to move forward. This knight wants to move forward, and he wants to move fast, okay? And it could be because in week 3 you've kind of stopped, you've kind of removed yourself perhaps, and it might be for the best. It might be exactly what you need to do, especially if there was some chaos going on with relationships in some form. So be careful how you're thinking about things on week 4. So let me do more clarification. Sagittarius. Okay. Sag. All right, so week 1, I get my Page of Pentacles, which is, and it's reversed, which is new opportunities coming to you, okay? So, also, this could be someone younger than you, but if there has been, a bit of chaos, and this is an earth sign too, so if this represents an earth sign, it could be that you thought this earth sign was loyal to you, and now you're kind of at odds with this person. Then, so be it. But I do believe you're still, I don't necessarily feel that you're, completely in the wrong. I believe this is a give and take thing in week 1. I really do. Where you both kind of have to decide, yes, I was wrong here, and you were wrong there. So let's just agree to disagree, or let's come to terms with the situation. Now, this person might decide to remove themselves from you for a little while. That's okay too. Okay? It's better than having arguments that aren't getting anywhere in week 1. Week 2, it is something from your past, or the past, that is causing a bit of this disruption with someone or something, okay, that is an emotional attachment to you in some way. And I do believe this is more of a kindredness. There's a friendship, or something from, kind of holding over from week 1. So you also might be contemplating how things have been in the past, Sagittarius. So it might be a good time to be thinking about that. How things used to be. Maybe perhaps you don't like the way this person has been dealing with you in the past, and so it's time to change that up in some form. In order for the two of you, or the bunch of you, to be able to play happily together. Week 3, I do get my 10 of Cups reversed. Now, there again, I said, It looks like things might have stopped. There's nothing changing, but it also, there again, I do feel that you are just kind of wanting to remove yourself from things. You just kind of would rather stay home. You'd rather, have some alone time, which is hard for Sagittarius to do. I know that. But it might be the right thing to do. It might be the right thing to not make a decision to make any changes in week 3. Perhaps the timing is wrong. Okay. Also, if there has been some issues going on with some people that are near and dear to your heart, you might be feeling like, oh, they'll never change, or they think I can't change kind of thing in week 3. So I believe week 3 is more of a going inside yourself kind of week. Week 4, there again, we get more 3s. Holy cow. And there again, not necessarily wanting to move forward here in week 3. Now, this information or thoughts that are coming at you with my Knight of Swords here, you might not know what to do with it yet, but that's okay. With week 2 looking the way it is, sitting back and readjusting how you're thinking about things might be the absolute perfect thing for you to do. It looks like, not adding something new, with my 3 being reversed, not necessarily adding something new, but working on what you already have, okay, and making that run a little smoother, okay. And that could be with your friendships. I do believe this is all about people, all right, not just what's going on in your personal general world. I believe there are a lot, and you are Sagittarius, so usually are a lot of folks around you. So it could be that maybe you need to take a step back from that and work on what you already have going on with them, instead of going out and trying to add more, if that makes any sense to you. So let's do one last clarification card. Oh, hello. Moving forward. Okay, Sag. All right, I get the railroad tracks, which is moving forward, but it's slow, okay, on week 1. So, whatever this discord is that's going on here, you will be moving forward, in a better light, all right, with it. But because it is the train tracks, it's going to be slow, all right, which can be good in a way, because that gives you time to actually evaluate, as opposed to things moving really, really fast coming at you. So, this all might be slow in resolving itself, is what I'm telling you in week 1. Week 2, I do get the moon reversed, which is about, things coming out into the open, because he is my half moon. Only understand that you might only be seeing part of it, okay? And this is something that is near and dear to you, as far as what is going on with this friendship, or family member, or whatever. You might not be seeing all of it, okay? So be prepared to understand that you might not have all the information in order for you to jump to a conclusion about what is going on here. Perhaps this person did this because of something that they haven't told you about, because they don't want to tell you about it, right? So you don't necessarily understand it completely, because they haven't given out all the information, and that's okay too. That's their prerogative. Perhaps you're feeling the way you are feeling, or you have done what you have done, that caused this discord, and you didn't give them all the information, so they're confused and it's causing chaos. But you're just not ready to divulge yet. And week 3, I do get my clover reversed. So you're there again. You're not feeling like you want to be out in the public. You're not feeling like you necessarily want to socialize this 3rd week. That's okay, because I do believe you're sitting back and reevaluating things here. Perhaps this thing that is not completely out in the open yet is what is coming to you in week 4, okay? Or you are projecting out there in week 4 to try to make what has gone awry whole again, okay? Week 4, I do get the crossroads reversed. Decision has been made, all right? So you are making a decision by the end of the month, all right, as far as what direction you want to go in here. I believe this information helps you make that decision, all right? You do not want to add anything new at this particular point in time. So if someone is offering you something, right, that you could bring into your world, whether that is a second job, even a new relationship, a new whatever, a new family member coming in, I believe you are making the decision that you don't necessarily want to add anything. Remember, we talked about the power of 3. It doesn't mean that you have to add something. The power of 3 could be, you know what, I am sticking to what I have. I am not interested in adding one more thing, all right? I don't want to add one more thing. I don't want to put one more thing on my plate. So that might be the message that you are going to send out on week 4 is whatever this offer was, whatever this opportunity was, I thought about it. I held back on week 3 to consider it, and I am choosing that I do not want to add that into my life. That can be quite empowering, Sagittarius. It's not necessarily a negative thing. It means that you know your boundaries and you're setting your boundaries. Everyone needs to do that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's see how you're feeling going into the month of March, Sagittarius, and then we shall be done. Overall, I do believe this is a time where you are going to start to take a step back, maybe not be the social entertainer, because you are the entertainer of the zodiac, Sagittarius. Maybe you were deciding, I don't want to be in the limelight this month. I just kind of want to hang back. And week 3, I think, is when you actually go into that mode. I think those first 2 weeks, you're still out there. You might even be getting your feelings hurt those first 2 weeks. Perhaps someone you thought was loyal to you, they did something and it's kind of hurting your feelings. So don't let it stress you out, because by the end of week 4, I believe you've made a decision that, whatever this discord was about, you are not willing to add that into your life. Okay? Perhaps there's someone who was constantly causing chaos. Constantly. And you just up and decided, you know what? I am removing myself from that. I am not keeping you in my world. I'll keep you at arm's length, kind of thing, Sagittarius. Nothing wrong with that. And there again, that's a healthy decision to do. As long as you do it in a loving way. All right, so let's see how you're going to be feeling going into, the month of March. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. So you're feeling a little halted, okay? You are not sure which direction to move in here. Going to get advice from someone you trust, someone who's been loyal to you, someone who you know has your best interest at heart is the best way to go about the month of March, going into the month of March. Remember, you had made a decision at some point that you were not adding something or you were going to remove something, all right? So you might be feeling a bit stagnant. I don't know which way I want to turn here. Go get advice from someone you trust, is my advice to you. Whether that is, your clergyman, whether that is a counselor, someone who always has your best interest at heart. Be careful who you take advice from. But I believe you know who that is here. So, even though you have made up your mind by week 4, you might not know, okay, now what do I do? Right? So go get advice from somebody who actually has your best interest at heart going into the month of March. All right, Sag, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I did doing this for you. Thank you, everyone who like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're new, please do all those things. And if you want your own reading, personal intuitive clarity reading, click on that email link below. Definitely check out the aromatherapy collection. And if you're interested, if you collect tarot cards, kind of like I do, feel free to check out the Fairy's Journey as well. All right, Sag, I want you to have a fabulous February. And until we meet again in March, I'm always sending loving energy your way. Bye-bye.